Yo, what's up everyone? So, I had this moment, right? Like a mini coding midlife crisis. I was looking at lines of code I'd written, frameworks I'd mastered, and it hit me. A lot of it never even saw the light of day. Users didn't care about my perfectly structured folders or the latest JavaScript framework I'd wrestled with. They cared about what worked. It got me thinking about all the best practices we chase as programmers, all the time spent optimizing, refactoring, and chasing the shiniest new tech. What if we're overthinking it? What if we shifted our focus from impressing other programmers to actually delivering value? That's what we're diving into today. 9 programming myths that might be wasting your precious time. We're talking about the allure of the new, the dogma of clean code, the siren song of 100% test coverage, and more. Let's debunk these myths and get back to building awesome stuff. Let's be real, there's a new JavaScript framework dropping every week. It's easy to get caught up in the hype cycle, thinking we need to learn the hottest new thing to stay relevant. You binge tutorials, refactor your entire code base, and for what? The truth is, most companies, most jobs aren't built on the bleeding edge. They rely on established, even what some might call dinosaur technologies. That's not a bad thing. These technologies are battle-tested, well-documented, and have huge communities. Don't get me wrong, learning new things is great, but don't let it come at the expense of mastering the fundamentals and delivering value with the tools you already have. We've all been there. You stumble upon a new coding paradigm, a set of rules that promises to solve all your problems. Suddenly, you're spending hours arguing about tabs versus spaces, obsessing over every semicolon, enforcing strict adherence to the one true way to code. Look, guidelines are great, but dogma can stifle creativity and slow you down. Real-world projects are messy, deadlines loom, and sometimes you need to be flexible. Don't be afraid to bend the rules, find pragmatic solutions, and prioritize getting things done over adhering to rigid ideologies. Don't get me wrong, clean code is important. Nobody wants to wade through a swamp of spaghetti code. But there's a difference between writing readable code and over-engineering everything in the name of dry, or don't repeat yourself. Abstractions upon abstractions, layers of indirection, all in the pursuit of removing every last bit of duplication. Sometimes a little bit of repetition is okay. It can make your code easier to understand and debug. Remember, the goal is maintainability and clarity, not winning awards for the most abstract code. Look, I'm a huge proponent of testing. It's crucial for catching bugs and ensuring your code behaves as expected. But aiming for 100% test coverage can become a time-consuming obsession. Writing tests for every single line of code, including trivial or obvious cases, might give you a false sense of security. It's honestly more important to focus on testing the critical paths, the core logic of your application. So don't let the pursuit of that perfect coverage number distract you from delivering real value. We all want our code to be lightning fast, but optimizing too early in the development process can be a huge time sink. It's so easy to get lost in micro-optimizations, shaving off milliseconds here and there before you even know if those optimizations are necessary. Focus on writing correct and maintainable code first. Once you have a working product, profile your code to identify actual bottlenecks. Then, and only then, should you start optimizing. Remember, make it work, make it right, make it fast, in that order. The cloud is amazing. It gives us incredible power and scalability. But honestly, it's easy to get caught up in the hype and start building for millions of users when you have just a few hundred. Spinning up a cluster of Kubernetes containers might seem cool, but is it really necessary for your MVP? Start simple, use managed services, and only scale up when you actually need to. Over-engineering your infrastructure from the get-go adds complexity and costs without necessarily delivering any user benefit. AI is everywhere and, well, it's getting more powerful every single day. It's totally natural to wonder if our jobs are on the line. Will AI replace programmers altogether? Here's the thing, AI is a tool, a very powerful tool, but a tool nonetheless. It can automate tasks, generate code snippets, and assist us in, honestly, countless ways. But it still requires human ingenuity, creativity, and problem-solving skills to build truly great software. Instead of fearing AI, embrace it. Learn how to leverage it to your advantage and focus on the uniquely human aspects of software development. We programmers, we really love to organize things. We spend hours debating the perfect folder structure, the ideal framework, the most elegant way to organize our code. But here's a secret: users don't care. They don't see your meticulously named folders or your clever use of design patterns. They care about the end result, the functionality, the user experience. So, while it's important to write maintainable code, don't get bogged down in endless debates about the right way to structure your project. Choose a convention, stick to it, and move on to building something awesome. There's a whole industry built around programmer productivity. New tools, extensions, and techniques promise to shave minutes off your workflow, optimize your keystrokes, and, transform you into a coding machine. But it's easy to fall into the trap of optimizing your workflow instead of actually doing the work. Don't get me wrong, a good setup is important, but at the end of the day, it's the code, the features, the value you deliver to users that truly matters. So there you have it. 9 programming myths debunked. I hope this has got you thinking differently about how you approach your work. Remember, programming isn't about chasing the latest trends or adhering to rigid dogma. It's about solving problems, building things that matter, and delivering value to your users. Don't be afraid to learn from your mistakes, to challenge the status quo, and to find your own path. The most important thing is to keep learning, keep building, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Now go out there and write some awesome code. But actually awesome code that people use and love.